using the split command. Split command, basically, as it says on the tin, is going to split a part or a set of parts depending on what you have. So here we've got this cube, we've also got a cylinder. I'll show you a few different things of how we can split them. So we're going to select the part, which is going to be this part here, and then it asks us what entity we want to split it with. Now, the only thing that we have at the moment that could possibly split it is this plane, the front plane that runs through it. So I can click the red box and I can select the front plane, and as you can see, it then splits that part there nice and easily. We can green tick that, or I could show you a different way. So I'm going to take away that front plane. Rather than having to sketch a new plane, or sorry, add a new plane, we can use this make connector as well, which is quite a useful little tool. So the make connector, if we select the make connector, there we go, it's going to show up on our part. And you basically want to get the blue axis, the Z axis, normal to the split line that you want. All right, so if I click there, you can then see that it gives us a split line all the way around our part, and it turns it into two parts, just as it did when we split it as a plane. So if I delete that and let's look at it from a different position, if we were to do this one, it'd go across it, around it like so. So just from using the make connector, we can have multiple split lines, nice and easy. Exactly the same for the cylinder. In terms of how you want to do it, we can split it with our plane like so, or again, we could use our make connector, but because we have very few lines in terms of, because of the cylindrical shape, it's going to be very hard to get that to work. So you'd probably have to, or you would have to add some additional geometry on it in order to make you split it in different directions. Hopefully that's useful. You do, of course, have faces as well. So if I want to just split this face, I can again use my front line, so my front plane, and it's going to give us a line there. Or I could use my make connector tool, do the same thing, and it gives me a line just on that part. That obviously doesn't split it into multiple parts, but it will allow you, I don't know, if you wanted to have some different material or trying to show how something's going to connect, that might be useful for you. That is split lines.